Hi, my name is Bill Martin. I'm a candidate for State Senate in the 1st Middlesex District. Happy to be here at UTEC participating in the forum today. I know you have some questions for me, and so looking forward to answering those. So I think my answer is going to be yes on all of these, but certainly on the first one, I think would probably be the hardest. A new line item in the budget is usually a little more challenging than increasing existing line items, but I think reducing recidivism is a goal, and I know the UTECs work well with the sheriff here in Middlesex and I think in Essex County too. So, it's always a matter of choices in a budget, but certainly I'd be supportive of this. Yeah, so this is very important actually, and it's exciting to hear that UTEC has this recent award, and it's funded now I think for 2 years, so when it's a 5-year program, so certainly be important to keep that funding going in the follow-up years. Yes, so yes, that one I guess I'm most familiar with as mayor and city councilor. I've seen the impact that the Shannon grants and the proceeds from this type of money how it's made a difference here in Lowell. So certainly I'd be supportive of continuing those programs too. So we know the legislature recently adopted a big criminal justice reform bill, and I'm interested to see how that works in the real world and every day in courthouses every day. I think we need to give that a chance to work. To me, the one thing that maybe that bill doesn't address is this whole notion of background checks. I think, someone makes a mistake as a young person and then they've forever got this blemish on their record. And every company now has to do a background check. I got people that I work for want to make sure my company does a background check, but that's all it says, background checks, right? There's no real definition about what that means and what levels of offense you might be okay still hiring somebody. So I think some sort of definition and standards around the whole notion of background checks might be the next wave of reform. So certainly substance abuse and mental health are important in this district. I am certainly supportive of new funding, increased funding, and I made that a point in my campaign to be supportive of these opioid issues, but not just that. I guess the one idea I have, and I want to be a little careful, but I think an emphasis on aftercare for people, and when I've said that in forums, people say, well, you need to stop at the prescription level and all that. And yes, we do need to do that. Recent legislation has addressed that. And I think we've seen some programs starting to have success when they focus on aftercare, treating people not so much like patients, but like people that have jobs, people that have everyday struggles in their life. And I think the more intensive aftercare programs, and Column Healthcare is one organization that's doing this down in Arlington. They're expanding into other areas. And I think I'd like to see more of that, and I think that is the potential to make a real difference. It was great spending the day here at UTEC. My name is Bill Martin. I'm a candidate for State Senate in the 1st Middlesex District. That includes not just UTEC Lowell, where UTEC is located, but also Dunstable, Pepperell, Westford, Groton, and Tingsboro. So if you live in those communities, I'd love to have your support. The election is on September 4th. A little about myself. I've been a former mayor here in the city of Lowell, city councilor for 16 years. So I've been in this building many times, been supportive of the things that UTEC is doing. I think what UTEC's doing for the work with our young people here is making a real impact in the city. So I'd certainly be supportive of efforts to get young people employed, have young people get their high school diploma, alternatives to that. I think it's important that we have people getting second chances in life. So I applaud the work of UTEC and would happy to be your state senator. Bill Martin on September 4th.